Do you want to multiply your wealth and attain financial freedom? Do you want your wealth to grow exponentially? You can do that through the power of compounding, or you can achieve that through the compounding effect, the compounding of interest effects. What is compounding of interest? Compounding of interest is when interest you have earned earns you more interest. It's like the snowball effect. You invest now, you earn some interest, and you do not withdraw the interest you have earned so that it can continue earning you more interest. Okay? For instance, if you invest 100,000 shillings at a rate of 10%, you are going to earn 10,000 shillings from your 100,000 shillings investment. Okay? Now, when you want to achieve the compounding effect, or when you want to take advantage of the compounding effect, when you want your wealth to grow through the compounding effect, once you have earned that interest of 10,000 shillings, you do not withdraw it. You let it stay there so that your new principal is going to be 100,000 shillings plus the 10,000 shillings you have earned in year one to make a sum of 110,000 shillings. That's going to be your wealth value. Now, in year two, assuming at the same rate of 10%, interest is going to be calculated on the new principal or on your new investment value or on your new wealth amount of 110,000 shillings. And 10% of 110,000 shillings is 11,000 shillings. Okay? So in year one, you earned 10,000 shillings. In year two, now you are earning 11,000 shillings. That's an increase by 1,000 shillings. So once you have the 11,000 shillings, on your 110, you're going to have 121,000 shillings. And then at year three, at the same rate of 10%, you will be earning interest not on your initial investment of 100,000 shillings, but now on your new balance of 121,000 shillings. 10% of 121,000 shillings is 12,100. 12,100. And that is now the compounding effect. That's the logic behind the compounding effect. Your money grows exponentially. Remember, we only began with 100,000 shillings, and at the end of year one, we had 110. At the end of year two, it had now increased to 121,000 shillings. At the end of year three, it's now increasing by another 12,000 shillings. That's 132,000 shillings. Okay? So that is how the compounding effect works. You let whatever interest you have earned stay in that same investment pool, or you can have it in a higher yield investment so that you earn interest. The interest you have already earned earns you more interest, and that additional interest you have earned earns you more interest so that your wealth can grow exponentially. The snowball effect, the power of compounding. How can you take advantage of the power of compounding, or how can you maximize this? Remember, interest is a factor of principal, being the investment amount you have, time, and your yield rate, or your rate of return, or the interest rate. Interest is a component or is a factor of principal, time, and interest rate. So if you want to maximize the compounding effect, if you want to grow your wealth much faster, if you want to double your investment or triple your investment, you need to have all these three components right: the principal, the time, and the and the interest rate. Now, on the interest rate, if you are to invest 100,000 shillings at 7%, you're going to earn 7,000 shillings. However, if you are to invest 100,000 shillings at 16%, you're going to earn 16,000 shillings. Can you see the difference? So you need to be looking for the higher yield investments so that your return on investment can be higher. Look for the high yield investments. Why would you want to invest at 7% and earn 7,000 when you have a chance to invest at 16% and earn 16,000 shillings? The 16% will double your money much faster than the 7%. Interest rate. Another thing that you need to have right is the time. You need to start investing early. The longer your money stays invested, the more it grows. Remember, like I said, every so often your principal increases. And as your principal increases, your return also increases as you compound your interest. Okay? In my earlier example, I told you when you invest 100,000 shillings, you are going to earn 110. You are going to earn 10,000 shillings so that you have 110,000 shillings at the end of year one. If you withdraw that money, you'll have utilized 110. However, when you let it stay, your money will grow from 100,000 to 110 to 121 to 130 something to 140 until you get to 200,000 shillings. It is possible to double your money or to triple your money, but you will need to let it stay longer. You will also need to look for the high yields or the investments with high interest rates. The third component of interest or income is the principal. The principal is the money you get out of your pocket to invest. If you have a higher principal, you are going to earn more. If you invest 1 million shillings at 10%, you get to earn 100,000 shillings. If you invest 100,000 shillings at 10%, you get to earn 10,000 shillings. So the more your investment, the higher your returns. Okay? However, if you do not have a lump sum amount to invest now, you can still start with the little that you have. You don't need to have 1 million or 500,000 or even 100,000 shillings for you to start investing. You can start now. In my money market video, I told you, you can start with as low as 100 shillings. But the trick is you need to keep topping up your investment. When you top up your investment, you are increasing your principal. You are increasing the base on which interest is calculated. And as your principal amount keeps increasing, your interest also keeps increasing. As your principal increases, your interest also keeps increasing. So you can start now, you can start small, but keep topping up your investment and be consistent. Within 1 year, you can raise 1 million shillings if you invest 90,000 shillings at the prevailing market rates, interest rates. It is possible. Okay? And so, like I have said, to take advantage of the compounding effect, you need to have your timing right. Timing right is starting to invest early and letting your money stay, your investment stay as long as possible. You need to have your principal right. Principal means investing a huge lump sum amount or investing whatever you have, but you keep topping up your investment. You need to be consistent. If you don't have the financial discipline to be consistent, you can't automate your payments. Direct debits or standing orders, you can automate your payments, yeah? And the third component to have right, after you have had your principal and your time right, is the high yield. Look for the high yield investments. So it is possible to grow your wealth using the compounding effect. All you need to do is to have the three components I have mentioned right, okay? The compounding effect. That's how some of these wealthy people earn their monies or triple their wealth or double their wealth through the power of compounding effects. If you have any questions and if you have any comment, please do drop me a comment and don't forget to subscribe to the video.